Yes? Yes, do you have And for this violin, I think it's not bad for the sound. For this quality of violin and for this sound, and also for the condition, it's not bad. It's not bad. The same thing. The bridge is a little too high. Again, it's not the bridge is too high. It's because of the humidity make the fingerboard sink. Okay, it's not the fingerboard sink. It's actually the neck angle dropped. Doing this down. So for this violin, I also do a little bit adjustment and to make the bridge a little lower, to make the violins easier to vibrate. Is it okay? Yeah. Okay. So we do it. What kind of string this is? What kind of string do you use?
Alpha domestic Alpha. From domestic company. Yeah.
Okay.
But the E string is
English string.
And now we can see. Too loud. I think it's very noisy. This is a factory-made mass production. It is factory-made. I still want to make it sounds better. Okay, now I will try. I take this bridge off because the feet is not fit very nicely. So I work a little bit on the feet and feet back again to make it. I cannot change rational change. I cannot change completely, but make a little bit with teeth, okay, with consonants. Okay, let's try. Oh,
That's normal.
huh?
That's normal.
The sound post is so dropped. More work. It is always the case, it's always case, especially change bow here. For expensive bows, for good bows, it's very easy to rehear. It doesn't cost much time. Everything is so in order, you just do, For me, 15, 20 minutes, job done. But for cheap bow, it's a lot of work. You have to do from the beginning. Sometimes it's like making a bow. You have to make the hook right, and a lot of work. Okay. Again, the problem is that I don't have the proper tools. I don't know if I can. Even for this, they have the words. They have the language. But I don't know why. Okay. For this bridge, and I cannot change very much because the sound is already empty. So I don't want to make the hole bigger. I don't want to make the pitch lower because the violin itself, the wood is very soft. The top, the back, both are very soft wood. It means actually we need a higher pitch bridge. This bridge is already very soft sound. You can compare with other, see, and this one, very soft, already soft. So I cannot take more wood away. I only did a little bit work on the feet because this bridge was not fit the feet very well. So if the feet fit the bridge better, it will have a more solid sound. This is what I hope. Okay. Now. I cannot change completely, but I do get the sound more solid. At least a little bit. Many people make comments, say, Daniel, it doesn't matter what violin play, beautiful. Even the cheapest string you play, beautiful. Thank you very much. But if you compare, there is a different. Okay, so this is we as a listener, as an audience, our job, our work, our study is to distinguish the difference between handmade violin, elegant violin, and a factory violin. Okay, not fooled by the musicians. Thank you. Now we come to the last violin. Okay, please. Give your a short list. Anyone borrow a short list? This is also a factory-made violin. Okay, mass production. Also, another way to distinguish a factory-made violin and a mass-made violin is that mass violin, the most use hand-writing labels. Okay, like very amateur. The label look very amateur, not professional. Okay, of course, big masters they have their own design and look very beautiful. But factory violins, the label can be very pretty, because they are print. Okay, we use a graphic design and print it, and mostly they will write like a number, like a 3, 4, 4, 3, 5, 6 something number. Okay, then we know this is their class. Or they write like a 4, 4 size. This kind of information. Then we know this is a product code. It's not a handmade thing. Okay. Of course, for violin makers, we can see. Even in 5 meters, 10 meters, even you're on the stage, we know this is a factory violin. Okay, just by look at it, we know this. And also the varnish. The varnish is not. This is not varnish. This is not a varnish. This is a spray. Factory spray. Shh. Okay, on the surface. Okay. Now, please on your phone.
It's broken.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me present you a wonderful bow. Okay, this is from a very pretty girl. Okay. It has a very special sound too. It breaks the sound into two. I know why. Because this bow looks like a snake. It's going this way. So this is why it hits the string. If you play, it goes down. Okay. So in this case, I just borrow a bow from somebody else. This factory violin is very different from the one I just tuned. What is the difference is this violin seems to be the plate is very thick. It's not thick. It's not vibrate very much. Okay, so in a way it's better than the one before with a huge sound. At least you will not damage your ear by this kind of violin. Okay, it's a small sound because it does not vibrate very much because the plate is very thick. Okay, but still not healthy for your artist education. Okay, appreciation, because you cannot enjoy a real violin sound if you have a violin like this. Okay, but we still can do something. If they come to my class and they expect me to do something and we can make a better result, everybody's happy going home, So I will make this pretty young lady happy. For this violin, on the contrary, because it does not move very much, I can take the bridge a little bit more, make the pitch a little lower, so make the violin sound softer. because the bridge is already like a very high hot. Sorry, the arch is already high. I don't need to take more, and the height of the bridge is also correct. I don't need to take more wood. So only thing I can take is from the from here, the side. I can take from both sides, make it little bigger. So with less wood, the pitch a little lower, the sound will be softer and have more resonance. Okay, let's do it. Again, problem is with the knife. I cannot work properly with this knife. I can use the big knife, but this is in Chinese we say 杀鸡用牛刀. To kill a chicken with cow knife. To kill a chicken with a knife that should kill a cow. What's that in English? I don't know. Or you can say, kill a mosquito with a cannon. Okay.
Normally, how big is the hole must be?
This is what I was talking about. It really depends on the sound. Some violin maker, they want to show off.
Is it the bigger the better?
No. If it's that simple, everyone can make it big. It's not. Many violin makers want to show off their technique, make it big and beautifully shaped. You know, that is not the case. Okay, this has a function. How big you can make depends on the sound. For example, this violin, I cannot make it too big. Okay, but I can make it bigger than this, but not too big. For the violin before, it has already very soft, very weak sound. Big, weak sound. Okay, put it this way, a fat lady. Okay, it's very fat, but has no strength, has no muscle. For that, I cannot make more. Okay? But for this violin, it seems a little too much bone. So I just make the bone a little softer, so the sound will come out softer. So the violin making is really like a tailor to make clothes. There is no rule. There is no must. Okay, because everyone is different. You cannot say, for men, this size is best. For women, this size is best. Because every single man, every single woman is different. So a good tailor is to measure this person and make the best fit that person. Same like violin making, same like bow making, and same like bridge cutting. Same, okay? Now I'm trying to cut the bridge. Sounds the best to this violin. And by the way, although this is a very cheap violin, the bridge is very good wood. It's a very high quality. I don't know how much they paid for, but this is when my knife goes there, I know this is a very good bridge. Okay? So you never know. In the future, I can only hope, because I don't really work anymore. I'm enjoying my life. I hope my mechanic Tia, okay, the owner of Amadeus Violin, we can go to a violin exhibition, a show together, and sort of a set of tools, a simple set of tools, with a chisel, with a knife, with a sound pulse setter, with some fire, a simple set of tools that we can provide to the violin teachers. and or shop owners to do the basic set of basic handwork. Then we can work much better. Because now I want them to do it, but we don't have the tools. I don't even have the tools. How can they do it? So we can only talk. But if we have the basic tools, we don't need many. We only need a few tools for do the sound post. Like one knife like this, we can cut the sound post. We can also work on the bridge and work with a very basic. We have another knife like this, okay. Then we can work on with a bridge, and we have one chisel like this for big wood, and some small like this we can buy at the hardware store, and one file like this, and one ruler like this, a sound post setter like this, and some sandpaper like this, and maybe just a cut like this. Anyway, some basic tools we can start to work. We can start to do small work for adjustment. As for in many places in the countryside or in a remote area, there's no violin maker. Okay, it's no use to tell them, okay, you should go to a violin maker. Then people says, I always write, in my videos, people says, okay, Daniel, what can I do with this? I say, oh, you should go to a violin maker. People say, if I can't find a violin maker here, why should I ask you? This is why we don't have a violin maker here. That's why I ask you. Then I say, okay, I'm sorry. You have to go to a violin maker because this is something I cannot teach you on the internet. Okay, it's not that simple. So if you have a certain tools, then maybe I can show you how to do it. Okay, those things you cannot do without tools. You cannot work in the kitchen and use a kitchen knife to do it. It's not possible. Okay, so we have to do it little by little. This is a trade. For many people, they devote their life for it. Okay, they work for 10, 20, 30, even the whole life with violin making and repair to gain some experience, same like me. And I cannot just teach you for 1 or 2 lessons. But if you have basic tools, and if you can do it, put your hand on it, a little by little, you can gain every day a higher level. Okay, you will be still very bad, but better than before. Okay. I know this is a huge problem, and for all my videos, I say it again, all my videos, it's not for professionals. Okay. If you are a professional violin maker, installer, don't have to watch my videos. Okay, you go to your own master, or if you don't agree with me, make your own video. Okay, this video is not for professional violin makers. It's not for someone already done it for living. This video is only for violin teachers, violinists, violin shop owners who want to learn something, who have to learn something, okay? Especially for in countries like Malaysia, okay? Like Indonesia, like Philippines, like Bolivia. They hardly have any violin maker in the country, okay? Maybe 1 or 2 or half a violin maker. So for them, it's important for them to help their own students. They have to do something. For those people, please watch my videos and please ask questions. I do my best to help you. I don't know how much you can be helped, but I do my best. Okay, you can get most of it from my video. Okay, now we tune off the violin. You see how it changes. It's going down. I don't know why. Why? See?
Is it the line?
Maybe it's here. Okay, now we see the difference.
It's okay.
Okay, we cannot tune the violin. Even me, I cannot tune the violin. Okay. So I just made a joke. I think the best she can make the violin best of it. That is to put this violin in a museum to be a typical factory-made violin, to show people how a factory-made violin looks like. Okay, that's all for today's bridge work. Today, the whole workshop from morning to here is focused on the bridge, how a bridge can affect the sound, and what is the correct or the best way to bring this result. Oh, I say it again. Okay. How can we make the bridge which can bring the best result from a violin? Okay, we did all. And let's say we finished today, and I will have private chat with all the students in our own language, which is Malay and the Chinese. Okay, so this is a top secret, so not shown in the internet. Okay. Okay, we say goodbye. Bye. Goodbye. Okay, now.
Kỳ bé bé lên lên. Bác cô gì thì đó mà. Nên cái cảnh kia là cái điều cảnh mà.